Ja Rule 50 Cent is back in the news again in New York, flaming it up. Ja Rule was on the Breakfast Club this week. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. And he was making some comments, and Ja had some comments to say about 50 and how it worked and how he felt about 50 at that point. He also said he had spoke to Supreme McGriff and, said that 50 Cent was basically doing clown shit and they don't respect it. He also commented about the fact that 50 spoke up on Irv Gotti's untimely passing as well and the things that was said around that time. Ja Rule said, y'all keep glazing this nigga, bro. That's what Rule said. That's what Ja Rule said. I got 2 Ja Rule fans here. Thoughts?
You know what? I'm always right for Ja Rule. That's my guy. And I was actually listening to that interview. I feel like he gave him a lot of he was like, we too old to be going back and forth. He said that in the interview. He just said y'all too old to be beefing. It is what it is. But I just feel like 50 Cent is doing clown shit. That whole I'm smoking on a Gotti pack. You too old for that. Go sit down.
Big dog, you right. I agree with Soul. I agree with motherfucking Soul today. It doesn't happen often, people. I agree with we get too old, people. Now I understand this. I understand the streets. I understand. I'm not a part of the industry, but I understand the streets and I understand lives were supposed to be taken. Attempts on lives had happened and stuff like that. I understand that. 50 Cent is down there 50 years old if he's not already 50. Saying he's smoking op pack.
Come on now. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
What are we talking about here?
I get it though, because I'm the same type of petty. For me, it's always gonna be something, no matter what. It's always gonna be up. But you don't need to be on social media doing that.
I think this is where y'all gonna hate.
No. I'm gonna let you get your moment. Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
It's just that 50 is a bully. We know this. The biggest bully. A lot of artists scared of 50, it seems like. But I'm pretty sure Ja and 50 have been in the same room a couple times and nothing happened. I'm pretty sure. I don't give a fuck if it was security around, it was the executives around, or whatever. Y'all have been in the same room. Do something.
Is that a real yawn?
No, it was.
Oh, it was a real.
I was like, maybe you were oh.
No, that was a real yawn. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been up since 5 in the morning.
No, you're fine.
I ain't 50, 60 years old smoking out pack. I'm sorry.
Here's the deal. I'm glad you said all that because I do agree with that to an extent, but I'm also a 50 Cent fan. I'm siding with 50 on this. You attacked me, try to stab me, you try to leave me for dead, you shot me 9 motherfucking times, and yes, the comment that Ja Rule made was that this guy was shot 9 times and didn't do nothing. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That is wild for a man whose whole career was destroyed. Obliterated. Annihilated. I don't know other ways of saying that this shit was fucked up, that he whooped that man's ass.
For stealing his style.
I wouldn't say destroyed because Ja Rule is still out touring, living his best life on songs he came out with 20 years ago. So I feel like it ain't really destroyed. But
what do you mean? Ja Rule out here performing for the Fire Fest. Nigga, that's
no, he is not. Don't even play on Ja Rule's name like that. You're not about to play with Ja Rule right now.
He was signed to perform at the first Fire Fest.
Yeah, that was. I remember that.
He was signed to perform at the first Fire Fest.
He has way better. His music has aged way better than 50 Cent.
I do not agree with that at all. I don't think his music is as. I don't get it twisted. I like Ja Rule's music. I liked his music before he went into the whole singing situation. I wasn't a fan of his singing. Was not a fan of the crooning.
Every dog needs a lady.
I was not a fan of that.
He's the one. If it wasn't for Ja Rule, it wouldn't be no Drake. To be honest.
I give her that.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna give her that.
But you already know he's not gonna
give her that. I gotta give her that. I gotta give her that. Listen. part of what Soul said is true. I like a lot of Ja Rule's music is like outlasted 50s.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that for too many reasons. So listen, there are some good 50 Cent albums. I think you have
Get Rich.
How to Rob, which is never going to get released, unfortunately. How to Rob was going to be a classic, right? Then we got the original, you know what I'm saying? The Bulletproof, you know what I'm saying? With the whole, that was great. And he had some good mixtapes too. The Massacre was a great album. I don't give a fuck, but nobody say The Massacre was a great 50 Cent album.
When he was trying to do R&B and act like Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Doing Candy Shop and
well, I mean, he took his style at that point.
No, that got pushed over. Highly tried to throw that over our heads that this man whole career was stolen from him. You feel me? You got 50 got basically put on for stealing somebody else's style. What you can do, I can do better, and that's what 50 kept doing. 50. I remember interviews where 50 used to say, "Oh, wait, hold on. Ja was just interviewed. He tells a different story. He also made a good few movies." Hey, I think so too.
Yeah,
Crypto, I think so too.
I'm always going right for Ja Rule. I'm a Ja Rule fan, but I feel like
I had, we live and shit, and that was my fault. Yeah, I had somebody trying to sell me a goddamn. I almost pulled out, you know what I'm saying? And nigga, not that kind of flash. It was gonna be something else. Like, hold on, man, I don't know you. You coming to my door, knocking on my door. Anyway, Ja Rule 50. Back to that. You want to talk about the candy shop shit? Okay, fine. Yeah, he did that. He did that. But before he did that, he was making hits before he even did that. Like, and the same thing with Ja Rule. And it was the same
exactly
thing with
21 questions.
Again, before he even did that, he was already making good shit. Period. He was already making good shit before he started singing and shit and start doing all that shit. And it's the same thing for Ja Rule. I love Holla Holla. That was my shit.
Out of all the songs, you're gonna say that one. Out of all his hits,
what
are you trying to play right now?
He's trying to be funny.
Wow.
He tried to be Uncle Murder.
Wow, so I didn't like how so Holla Holla wasn't a hit.
But that is not. I wouldn't say that's not even his top 10 hits.
No, I think Holla Holla is the top 10, one of his top 10.
What do you mean?
I think it's the top 10 for him. Really? I think that's top 10 for him.
Holla Holla's in the top 10. Clapback is in the top 10.
No, Clapback is not in the top 10. The Clapback, the word Clapback is popular, but that song, no. And I can say that as a Ja Rule fan. That song was trash.
He tried to be funny.
Huh?
You got New York.
You're trying to be funny right now. You're trying to be funny.
You know what? You know what? That's listen.
You got mesmerized with Ashanti.
I'm not going to win this.
Between me and you.
I'm not going to win this because I'm going against two Ja Rule fans. And that's okay.
Oh, you see how I feel.
Listen, and I totally understand. No, it ain't no problem with me though. Here's the deal. It ain't no problem with me though. See, I'm not going to sit up here and be bitter for the rest of the show and then talk about it every other day. Not going to do it.
Wow. John, go to fucking timeout. John, you tripping? As a feature? That was the only good song he made? Y'all got.
That's crazy. That is a goddamn lie. You're not
let's hear this shit. Let's hear what everybody has to say. Because I'm saying 50 was the man. Only
for the rule, baby. All right, I'm telling you.
That's trash. I'm gonna see Ja Rule in August, Mad Skills, and I'm so excited about it. Y'all better stop playing with Ja Rule.
21 question top. And my man Prince comes through and let it be known. I'm from New York City. Ja Rule is ass. Lit.
You guys. That's crazy. Y'all crazy. That's
you know what I'm saying? Ja Rule had the game on lock for what, 2 years, 3 years down there?
He did.
2-3
years.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Even the song with him and Little Mo, that was a hit. That was a hit.
That was that motherfucker.
That was a hit. It was a hit, but he was singing. Nigga, I didn't want to hear that.
Matter of fact, let me cue up my goddamn Ja Rule radio station for the night when I go to work.
I don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't need to hear that.
Who the fuck Irv made as a rapper wise at the time? Check me.
Yeah, checkmate, bro. You gotta take it what it is. All right, man. Guess what? That's enough of the Ja Rule and 50 Cent comments.